What's up, guys? We've been rocking storm cleanup for about 2 weeks now. There's a little mini tornado that rocked through. So we've been kind of playing pickup sticks for the past couple weeks. We're just about to go up a really big basswood here next to a studio. It started uprooting off the side of the mountain. The clients don't trust it anymore. So let's see how she goes.
In a long lost dream, it's where I'll find you. With the wind blowing through your
I just put the branches like more over there, I guess.
So yeah, like I told him, like we'd aim them because he's going to be dragging them out that way.
That way?
So place them wherever you need to place them so that you can still work.
And we're taking down both of these?
Yeah, I figure we could probably just leave this one.
Okay.
And then go up, rig all this stuff out, and then after we could just fell this guy probably one shot. If we need to take a top off of it, I can just lower it out. Okay, c'est parti. We're gonna go up this lovely basswood here. We had another big storm a couple weeks ago, and there's some trees that have been kind of partially uprooted. This is one that was straight and now it's no longer straight, and it's growing off the side of the mountain here, so they just really don't trust it anymore. Yeah, we're gonna go up and just be safe and take it down. The basswoods are actually fun to work with. You don't have to drive the spurs in when you're going up. You usually get a bunch of really nice crotches up there that you can set up lines in. So as soon as we get up there and get cozy, should be some fun little rigs. Some stuff we can just send flying down. There's a lot of trees like this that we're seeing that didn't quite get pushed over by the wind, but are kind of hanging on by a thread, partially uprooted and stuff like that. My saw definitely seen better days. The brake broke a couple days ago. It's still functional, but gonna have to swap that out, and my casing's cracked too. But hey, she still function. Sometimes when you're going up an uprooted tree like this one I trust is still pretty solid, but we'll set up just maybe like an anchor to help it out. So I would get up to maybe like this height, we'd get a rope around it, and then we'd tie it off back on the base of another tree just to give it some stability. Just a little bit more comfort when you're going up and you know you got to rig stuff up and you're going to kind of be shocking the tree below you. Yeah, we should be able to get some pretty big solid rigs going here. You can tell this thing's just been all chewed out the whole way up. There's just like thousands of holes in it everywhere. So I think this is the one branch here that's going to be the most pain in the ass, just because it's right over that little skinny guy. So for sure when it wants to come down, those tops are going to get caught in there. So we're gonna try and pull a little fast one here. What's nice about when you get up and stuff like this is there's so many kind of natural crotches and things that you can use to try to swing stuff over where you need it to be. So like if I get something up through there and then pass it out through that crotch, it'll want to kind of swing this guy away. Just gonna get this guy out of the way quick.
Yeah. We're tying it up?
Yeah, we'll tie this little guy up and then just make a little bit more room here, and then
Okay.
throw it like this. Boom.
We're going big.
All right,
Okie dokie.
So that's it. What this is gonna do is it's gonna kind of pull the butt end towards me when I cut it, so it'll kind of pull the tops out from wanting to land in this little skinny bugger.
Yeah.
So we should hopefully be able to gain some room, and then it might just drop down. All good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So now we can pull it like this way.
You want me to pull it up?
Okay, and then I'll shoot this down. Ready?
Yeah. Jeez.
Okay, ready to let it go?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
It cooperated.
Yeah. It's always a bit of a pain when you're trying to rig stuff out and there's canopy underneath the stuff that you're trying to do. But we're gonna get her beat here, because that was the branch that was gonna be the biggest pain in the ass, I think. This guy will just come smooth sailing. So I'm just gonna notch this guy to come down like this. Okay. Yee-hoo. Little Rocky Balboa. It's okay, root mass. Shh. How was that weight-wise?
Nothing.
Cool. Strong like bull, Darren. Just rig out about a 5-footer here quick. You. Just made myself a little pole pruner here. See how strong it is. See if I can get that up in there. Probably not. It's so flimsy. The basswood branches are like rubber. Trying to get myself set up with a lifeline in here just to get a little bit more cozy and be able to swing around and kind of rope everything. We're definitely up good in this thing now. Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
Okie doke.
She's stuck, eh?
So just try and pull it up a bit.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people don't leave crotches. Don't leave nubbies sticking out, because then when you're trying to rig stuff, they'll get caught like this guy just did. So then you gotta come down. Okay. It should just come right off of there. Boom. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy I can just send, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That guy.
Uh-huh.
So we'll do that.
All right.
This guy here,
Yeah.
I think it's got enough of a lean. I can just reach over and notch it like that and fell it down. But again, like that other one did, it is going to catch in the other tree.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think it's going to want to lean
Yeah, into there.
into there. And then what's it going to do, right? So I'm just wondering, maybe a pull rope might be smart.
Yeah. Pull it over here.
Yeah. Ah, you bugger. So yeah, just you'd have to try to like walk that around like this. Give it like a little whip so it goes up. Yeah. One more. It's really just to feed it through, so
If I go,
I could cut this nubby here
yeah.
just so it's not in the way.
Okay.
And then if you want to try and help it that way, I don't think it's gonna be able to fight through that other branch.
Okay.
I think it might have to come like more straight through here.
Okay. Well, if I pull like this, it'll get at least over those branches maybe.
Yeah,
So if I'm here, it's a better angle. Like from what I see here, if I pull it like this, it'll go into there and down.
okay, just let me reach over and cut that piece of firewood there.
Yeah, if I pull here, it should come.
But still notching it to go there.
Yeah.
See if I can one arm this guy here. Oh, we almost took out the other one. That would have been too good.
Perfect.
If we're to send this top and completely cancel out this whole section here,
Uh-huh.
and then I had a rope up in this back guy that's leaning that way, once this is gone and that's gone, do you think we could pull this whole thing like down there too? Or does all this have to get rigged out? Like if I had a rope up there
Yeah.
and then I notched it where my feet were, can we pull this top somewhere, like in a hole?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a huge top, so we could pull it maybe that way to avoid getting close to here, and maybe that one the same thing into that hole.
Yeah, like right down into here, like
Put both of those into that hole where it's more safe.
I'll probably have to piece this thing out so it's not in our way.
She's looking good.
Okay, you're all set.
Yeah. Whoa. Geez, it's just hanging up there.
Because that crotch is super tight. Yeah.
Holy moly. Nothing.
Hey?
Nothing. All right, coming down.
Oh, that's a nice balanced piece of wood. Okay.
So we could pull the big piece.
Now we can pull the big piece. Basically, I can just clip this.
So we're thinking down in here, right? Towards the lake.
Just as long as you're able to pull that up and give it a shot. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we got that locked and loaded, which is good. I'll cut this off and I'll notch it here so it doesn't go too far into those tips. Probably what's gonna happen is those tips are gonna catch the other tree and then the top's gonna flip back towards the tree.
Yeah.
So I'll just wanna make sure I'm on the good side of my cut when that happens. Where's that notch pointing? That's good. That's where I want it. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Nice.
Perfect.
It's nice, it flipped low.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, check this out. So if I get rid of this big like body length piece here, and I leave a rope up in there, and I come and I notch in the big wood, we could probably pull the whole top just in there, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. So generally you don't ever want to use your lifeline to be rigging anything for the purpose of just pulling this little top over. I've already got my lifeline all the way up in that crotch, so I'm just going to cancel it out and clip the beaner to the rope and pull it up, and then we'll already have a pull rope. But you should never be rigging anything with your lifeline. Your lifeline is, you should know like at all times that there's no nicks in it, that it hasn't been stressed with the weight of a big rig or the weight of a big like one-piece takedown or anything like that. But just for an easy pull, Darren's just gonna be easy pulling this top over for me. I won't have to climb back up and set up a pull line up there. But then always make sure that you double check your lifeline once you get back down on the ground, just in case maybe it got pinched between like the top and a rock or something like that and there's a nick in the rope. But it seems like it's all nice and soft down there. This wood is just chewed to, it's so many little holes in it, insect holes. Boom, I've already got my line up there for Darren to pull. And if I need, I can rappel out with this, but you should never trust a rope that's been nicked by a saw or anything. I know I inspect my ropes all the time, and these things are good for rigging out probably, I'd say around like 5,000 pounds. So if I do need to rappel out, I know I can just use this if I need to get out of the tree for any reason. But yeah, just for speed, we're gonna do it this way. And just hope that this basswood hinge stays true and does what it's told.
Easy money.
Yeah, that couldn't have grazed me by much. It felt like it came pretty close. I felt the wind of it.
I didn't see that. I was just watching the butt
But
come.
I 100% knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
That the tips were going to catch and it was going to do a backflip there.
Yeah.
Couldn't have placed it any better. Leave it there as a landscape feature. All right, everything went super smooth. We're lining it up, we're knocking them down. We'll see you on the next one.